Hello everyone, my name is Kleinicus and welcome back to my Let's Play of City Skylines. In the last episode, we built out our secondary industry area here of forests to probably compete with our Salty McNugget farms, and we also started building out a couple of our bus routes. The idea behind the bus routes is that we do need to consider some traffic planning because our city is going to get quite larger from here on out. So, with that being said, let's continue forth with building out Tornadoville 2.0. So everything seems to be pretty good so far, except for apparently this massive chunk of water that's just casually going along here. I have absolutely no idea what's going on here, and I would rather not I'd rather not want to know. Everything else seems to be fine though from that perspective. Now let's just see how we're doing in terms of our disaster prevention. So right now we've only got access to our tsunami warning buoys. We've already built out our weather radar, and we're just waiting for more people to come in to do anything more deep space or earthquake wise. Just trying to remember, I thought we had one along here already. Oh, we do. We have one of our tsunami buoys down here. Because this is following the current of water, heading sort of from the right side to the east, or right side to the left side of the screen here, makes sense that we'll just have it there for now, because that's as far out as we can really build. Can't really build past the dotted lines there yet. So okay. All in all, that seems pretty good so far, I think. Now let's just see how we're doing in terms of some of our services. Water's fine, electricity's fine, garbage is fine. Although we'll have to get up our processor soon, some incinerators to get the garbage down. Education, we're fine for elementary. High school, we can probably do with a second one soon. Let's see if we can fit one on over here real quick. Ooh, it's just outside the range there. Alright, let's put it here then. There we go, get a second high school there, so we have the two in the town. University, people are eligible, but we can't really build it yet. We're waiting for 8,000 people. Go. Health, everyone's doing pretty darn fine. People are generally happy, which is except for this one person right here. Why the heck are you unhappy? I mean, just because you have a very tiny home compared to all of your neighbors, why are you upset? Oh, okay, I see. It's because when a house is first built or just upgraded or whatever, it has 0 of 1 households. By default, I suppose the game gives it like the worst happiness rating because it's almost like there's no one there, so therefore it's 0 happiness. So that's why they're not unhappy, they're just in transit. Levels doesn't matter, wind are okay, traffic. So traffic is what's going to matter most for us here. Looks like we've got a decent amount of volume along this stretch here, as well as unfortunately all of our our lovely roundabout here as well. So we'll have to get that worked out because obviously that's going to be a key indicator going forward, especially this little key point we have here. Alright, so that sounds good. And while we're doing all that, we're still going to want to make sure that we're moving out all of our industry that was polluting up here into the other areas. For now, it looks like we need a bit more commercial. So let's get you built out. You know, people next to the high school would probably like to buy things from these shops, so let's do that. Also get a road behind there. There we are. And we can start building all this out with various shops and services. So get that there. Pop one out there. And you know what? Might as well just throw a third one there as well. There we go. Now I also think too, it might not be a bad idea to start making districts in this area as well. Just because obviously we're going to want to segregate certain policies, give other people certain benefits that others don't, and so forth. So looking at our zoning, we see that there's a good chunk of commercial that's down in this area here, in the south, and a fair bit in the north. I think I'm going to try and actually move some of these commercial districts down in the south, like here, up to the north.
Back again with another
There we
email
go.
that asks, what did society look like
There we go.
outside of the
Just so that way we
consequences of
can,
old Europe?
better accustom our policies for residential versus
Members of old European
commercial.
society
And then we'll fill in all these areas here with more residential.
Quite the opposite. The makeup of European society was
There we go.
roughly 20% pirates, 10% military generals, 50% chimney sweep, and 20% music.
And so we'll just let all of this build out. That
Now
shall
remember, you
just
can
get that there as
always
well.
let
There we go.
your thoughts by email, as we have resolved our
Jeez,
billing
that
dispute
radio
with
announcer we're listening to,
service
his
provider.
voice is really loud.
Enjoy.
It's really difficult to talk when he's talking, actually. Okay, so everyone is building into there now, so we'll let that just acclimate over time. And it looks like we're still in need of some industry, so let's also build out a bit more of all this. District-wise, it's still only this barrier here, so I think we'll go and build out just a little bit more this way. Maybe get one more city block worth. And we'll also make sure that this road here is upgraded to be our standard 4-lane road. There we go. Ah, heck, why not? We'll even put a little bit here as well, because that should still be within the same area for the resource availability. And let's just continue building out this here. There we go. Oh, geez. Right at the end there, a little bump. That's okay. So we'll knock all that in there. We'll let the farms grow out a little bit. And then we'll see if that will let us reduce any more of our polluting industry over here. And it seems like it will, actually. I mean, the rate in which it's decreasing is pretty good right now. Okay, there we go. Everything seems to be building in there. So let's get rid of some of this industry here. Boom. You're down. You're gone. You're gone. But alas, the power is staying, so let's just connect it. Oh, we'll connect it right there for start. Oh, wow. That was smart city planning. Look at that. Good job. Alright, fine, let's build it out there. And then get rid of these right here. There we go. Everyone's still good for power. Everyone's still good for power. And water, everyone's good for water. Excellent, everyone's good for water. Now it looks like we've actually got people are still wanting to move in actually, so let's see how we're doing in terms of residential. There we go, we can pop more buildings in all around here. Here we go, and I think that, yeah, say commercial's pretty low, so I think that worked out pretty nicely actually. So now let's get ourselves a nice district going along here. So we'll start it, oh, right, here we go, we'll start it here, and we'll just drag it all the way along the road. This part, the tool itself actually snaps to the road, which is nice, but obviously as you can see, it's not exactly the most user-friendly tool, because one little slip from the road and all of a sudden you've got a whole bunch more buildings in an area that you don't want them to be in. Like that, for example, how you just kind of go off and bam. Go up here, go around, and that should, generally speaking, get all of our primary residential buildings in one district. You know, and now we just fill this whole thing in here. Let's get a different tool for that. Oh, too big. Way too big. Here we go. Get that. There we go. There we go. So you're apparently Hemlock Square. We will call you Downtown West. And let's see if we can also get another district over on the other side, which, if you can guess, we're probably going to call Downtown East. Alright, let's try this. Oops. Here we go. Yeah, It's sort of tough how the districts themselves will kind of merge into each other. Not a huge fan of that, but that's okay. I think we'll be okay. There we go. Get it all around the top side here. Ah, forget it. I'm not going to keep following the road here. I'm just going to try and do it as quick as possible because obviously you guys don't want to sit here and watch me just paint out a district for this long. I'm sure it won't have that significant of an impact on our overall city. Oh no, crap, I built a third one there by accident. There we go. Alright, there are our loosely built districts. We'll call this Downtown East. Here we go. Alright, so now what this means is that within each of the districts we can now bring in some policies. So, I mean, there are a bunch of policies that we have access to, which are great. And, you know, for various effects too, and various costs, such as smoke detectors, pet bans, recycling, recreational use of drugs, you know, the types of electricity you can use. And some of these, I mean, harsh prison sentences, educational blimps, all that sort of stuff, might be more for when you have specific buildings and areas, like some sort of a prison district, for example. But hey, it's all fair game at this point. So let's see, well, definitely we want to have smoke detector distribution for sure, and that's a good thing for all of our citizens, and given both districts. Yep, they've got it there, they've got it there. You know what? Sure, we'll even do it. Oh, I guess it was for all of them, to be honest. So we'll do it for all of those there. So everyone's getting smoke detectors. That's not too bad. What else do we have? Free. Oh, we don't want free public transport right now. We need we need some income. Parks and recreation. Recycling. Oh yeah, recycling's good too, actually, because we don't exactly have the best access to our landfills yet. So let's do that. Get you some recycling. And sure, we'll also get you recycling down too. So the two downtown core areas will get their recycling. So that'll increase the costs a little bit for our budget there. But will also mean that we're not going to be filling up our landfill just as fast. So we'll start with that for now. And oh, we need a lot more people. Okay, let's keep building out then. Well, we're not going to be using these roads up here too much more, so let's build across here. And also destroy the power lines while we're at it. Why not? Oh, that was the one and only point which the entire city was... Oh, crap. Alright, let's put that there. And then we'll also get rid of these here. And we can just build out all around here around the public library. So it'll be a little tricky trying to get in there just without the snapping. Let's get rid of the snapping for a second. Yeah, okay, because of how that building is structured there, it's a little difficult, but that's okay. So we will just build out and around it. No, we won't, because apparently I don't know how to build using this tool. There we go. That's better. We'll get it to about here. Build down. There we go. We'll build up a little bit more. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Now to get people moved in here. So, residential, residential, residential. There we go. And we'll also add you to our downtown section. Scrolls make it nice and thick here. There we go. That in here as well. There we go. That's nice. I guess the tool really is meant to be more for like the larger areas, like having this whole section, this whole square is one district, rather than say what I'm doing where I'm taking one city street. I guess with the larger city streets, like, you know, the 4-lane roads, whatever, that might be a bit easier to cut along. So, may have to adjust that going forward, but I think we'll be okay. Let's also get a little more water going here, because apparently people need lots of water. Here we are. And now we'll let you all move in there and bring down our need. Just speed up just a little bit there. Okay, well I think we're doing pretty good so far, actually. I mean, we've got a way to go on the population front, but you know what? So far, so good. Thankfully, once we get the high-density residential buildings, as I've been saying all this time, that will definitely help us out with our ability to bring in a good population. Jeez, what is happening over here? I don't think that's actually physically possible. What the heck? What are you... I'm so confused. Right, well... whatever is going on with that water there, I mean, everything over here seems absolutely fine and normal. Was that supposed to be like a tsunami of sorts? Or like... You know what? I'm not going to question it. It's fine. It's okay. It does not matter. Probably. That's funny. Let's get a bit more commercial going. Ooh, and while people are moving in as well, let's also try and adjust our waterfront property a little bit, just to get a little more from the waterfront side, make it a little more, you know, a little cleaner, a little nicer to be around. So let's get that there. Oh, out of city limits, whoops. Go. So we'll get that nice, we'll get the nice little key going here. That will get us, or the K over here. And you know what? Sure, let's do the whole stretch, minus where we've got everything for the water services. Go. Shoreline required. Well, there would be shoreline there if the water wasn't just going wherever it wants. Fine, I guess we'll start here then, because apparently this game doesn't understand water. I'm sure it does, actually. There we go. Now, the nice thing too with this is the key will help, as you can kind of see, level out and straighten out the waterfront areas. That means that will make it a bit easier to build upon, and it basically ensures that we don't lose too much space in the city from, well, for example, like all the sloping that was going on there. So now we can actually build out right to this front area. And it actually also serves as like a pathway for people to walk along, like a little waterfront promenade. So let's actually get, well, don't think we really need that quite yet, to be honest. Everyone's still way back in the city here. But as we go forward, we should definitely make sure that we are leaving space for walking paths and everything. I'm sure people do like that quite a bit. Alright, so we'll get rid of you for now, and we still need a bunch of commercial. So let's do just that. In fact, let's utilize our waterfront property that we just built out. There we go, let's do this. Because now we can get the shops going right to the edge, like you can see there. Oh, that's gonna look beautiful. People are gonna be buying, well, unfortunately Starbucks is the first thing that came to mind for some sort of rich waterfront type shop. So sure, we're gonna be putting a crap ton of Starbucks in here, I guess. There we go. This will sort of be like our waterfront promenade area, and we can, now that we're gonna have some services along here for people, now we can probably also get some good use with our waterfront trail. In fact, speaking of which, let's see if we can do that right now. Let's get ourselves a pavement path. And we'll get off the snapping. Oop. It's always finicky trying to build out the snap. Or there we go. There we go. So now people can technically walk along the front here, although I guess we'll see whether or not they actually do. We'll see what happens. Ooh, okay, we've got someone already moving in there with their shops. Oh, you're going to definitely need some electricity and water over there. Hopefully more people move in soon, because I don't want to build up the electrical wires too far into there. Go. There we go. That's fine. There's a little area there. I'm sure we'll be okay. Alright, so our first very riche is the neighborhood shop. Delightful. What's our second one going to be? Also a neighborhood shop. Corner shop, corner... Ah. I forgot. We have no diversity in our town for shops. Let's just make sure people are getting in there. Oops, wrong button. Well, to try and convince people to come in, let's get this back on, the snapping, and let's try to continue building out a little bit more for our residentials. Let's see, we can get it probably about here. Build across. And then we'll do like a little cut in along here. Get one there. Oh, that is the worst use of space, but we're going with it. We are going with it. There we go. And we'll just get a bunch of homes moved in here. And now hopefully that should get enough buildings built up in there that the power can make its way out to the shops without having to build too much more infrastructure. We're getting close. You know what? Just so they're not dying out there, we'll do that. I'll also get rid of that bit. Oh no, no, crap, no, stay, stay. There we go. I almost thought I was going to lose all of our shops there for a second. There we go. We are good. So now we'll just let people move in. Let it build out. We should be good. Now, since we're near the waterfront here as well, it's probably a good idea to get a little more park space going on. So let's find ourselves a nice large park, which we can't fit in there because apparently this is a massive park that has... Alright, we're not putting that in there. What else can we put in here instead? Here, let's get... Okay, that covers up most of the area there. Let's put you in there. We'll also put you one down here as well for our dog park, because we love dogs. Japanese garden. Yes, let's put a Japanese garden right in the middle here, actually. People are going to love that. I mean, because you're living in a richer area, of course you need to have more parks and all that. So that's good. And let's also intermix a little more with our commercial here. There we go. So that means everyone can get moved in there all nicely. Alright, our town's coming along just nicely, actually. How are we doing from a transit perspective? You can see we've got our two routes so far. One that's going all the way over here to Salt McNugget Farms, and one that's going just around the downtown core. Nice little... We got 365 people using it a week. That's not too bad. All things considered, that's a 5% of our population right there. That's pretty good. Just wonder if there's a way to see how... There is a way somewhere to see it, but just basically to see how much we are reducing reducing everything because of traffic, like how effective the traffic or how effective the transit is being. We'll have to look into that first. I'm sure there's a way somewhere to see. In either case, though, it looks like we have a reasonable number of people that are waiting for buses. I think that's good. We have 48 people waiting for the bus. Maybe not so good. Because everyone's getting off here on these ones. Interesting. Just make sure that's... It looks like everyone is mainly getting on the front one here, so let's actually maybe increase our vehicle count to 10. There we go. We'll do the same for the other one as well, the 01B. Increase it to 10. Well, how are we doing for these? It looks like people are... Yeah, same idea. That there's the downtown part where it's pretty significant, so we'll get that there. So bus route coverage is pretty good. I think it might not be a bad idea to get a third one going along the top there in a little bit. Oh, what's wrong with you here? Ah, no more room. Yeah, this one's 69% full. So let's empty you. Really hoping we get to that incinerator soon. Ooh, 8,000 people. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Come on, 1,200 more people and then we can get an incinerator. I'm looking forward to this, but no one's really moving in right now, so eventually we're going to get the incinerator. We'll also fill in the rest of the gaps here. And actually, because of how we have it laid out with some of the roads here, I think we might have a good location to get a bit of a walking path around here. You know, maybe start down here on the south side, up through the middle, and then kind of cuts across and down along the sides by the shops. I don't think that would be a bad idea. In fact, you know what? Let's do that while people are moving in, because there's nothing better than all of a sudden having your house taken over by a pathway. Alright, let's do this. I'm so sorry, everyone. I am going to be destroying your homes. Please don't hate me. Oh crap, there's the park there. Okay, wait, go to the park. There we go, it connects to the park. Park comes over here. We are good. And then this can come up here. Connect to the side road there. This one can cut through... Oh, that cuts through 3 buildings, jeez. Alright, we'll cut 2 buildings instead. There we go. And the pathway will continue here. Goodbye, home. Oh, I can't move you. Go. We'll kind of knock it out here. And here we'll even get a little offshoot that goes this way. There we go. We'll get a third offshoot that goes this way. And this can continue along. Who are you, by the way, in this home here? Thornton. Well, I'm so sorry, Thornton residents, but we need a pathway, so we're putting that there. Oh, that looks pretty ugly, not gonna lie, but you know what, whatever. The idea is there, and it builds the infrastructure so we can at least get a bit more going later on. At the very least, it's a nice walking path. People will stay healthy. That's always good. Let's cut you down right there. See, people are even using... Oh, no, people weren't using it. They were leaving the building I destroyed. Never mind. And then we'll pop you here. Get you into the residential part there. There we have it. That's nice. That's not too bad at all. It's a bit of just a nice pathway for everyone to walk along. And you know what? We'll even throw some trees in there too, just to give it a nice bit of... nice little touch. What kind of trees do we want? Oh, we can get some, quote, flower trees. Let's get some medium-sized trees. Hey, those look kind of nice. Let's do that. Get ourselves some nice trees going along there. People like trees. It's generally good for their noise pollution and all that, so... Sure, why not? Let's build our pathways like that. Bunch of trees in the middle here. Boom. There we we go. And now we'll let people move into there very, very slowly as they realize how awful of a city planner I am. Got more than enough space for all of our residential stuff, so I think we're okay. Commercial, a bit more needs building back up again. Always a need for that. But I think we will let it be as it is for now. Now, it is a bit far from the highway actually to get to the further commercial and residential areas. So I think it might not be a bad idea here to try and build out. We can't do it. I was going to try and build out across the across our barrier here and try and get more of like a direct route to the residential items over, or not the residential, the industrial items over here. But that seems not possible right now. So, oh crap, someone's on fire. What's on fire? Why are you burning? Who or what are you? Busy corner shop. Well, alright. The Hickory residence. Oh, they strike me as someone who definitely did that on purpose. Oh no, you guys are still super fine. It's okay. Strawberry residence. Busy corner shop. You guys are all fine. That's just so weird. The busy corner shop, which has yakisoba tasty noodles. Hamilton residence and Cherry residence right next to it, which are tiny, tiny little homes. It's delightful. Alright, so how are you doing back here? You were emptying. You're at 79%, so let's stop emptying, because now that's going to fill... Oh, of course, that fills up this guy now all the way. We may have to build a third one before we get to our incinerator. I mean, you know what? We've done a lot of good here, getting rid of all of our polluting industry. And speaking of which, actually, we're going to get rid of the last little bit here. Let's get rid of you, get rid of you. So you know what? I think we can afford to throw in one more landfill. Then we can use these 3 landfills to generate or power our incinerators, which also give us some power output as well. Once we get to those 8,000 people. However, I think that will likely be a future episode issue, as we're starting to run out of time now for this episode. Look at all you people running through the main street there. Yeah, that's also going to be something we have to address soon as well. Alright, on that note, I think we will call the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you did like what you saw in this episode, please feel free to leave or hit the like button below or leave a comment, as I always appreciate that. And if you'd like to stay updated with all of my future video updates, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and also turn on the bell notifications so you're updated when my video updates go out. And until next time, it's been a pleasure.